mentioned Bach was real big on that. He would harmonize hymns and then try a completely different harmony. Sometimes he would look for ambiguous melodies that could be harmonized either in a major key or a minor key. It's amazing the way he could come up with it. Anything else? Yeah.
For chords that are just going on, we don't need to put like a slash point.
No. No. So when you put a Roman numeral, that means same chord until you have another one. So you don't need any dash. That's figured bass where you would put a dash, but this is analysis. So.
Okay. On measure 41, on the first beat.
Yeah. You can go ahead and put the chord on the first beat. It's as if you can kind of draw a circle around this, as long as the bass doesn't change. So if you're getting something like this, if this bass note is the same here and here, and especially if this is a strong beat, you can kind of mentally think of it like this, and you can put your analysis under that. Otherwise, you're trying to identify what a chord is from one note. If it were to happen on a weak beat, you might want to see if it's included in the previous chord, like the previous analysis. But if it's a strong beat, it's usually what follows. And I would not have taken off of that. I might, at most, I would have, if you did this, I wouldn't have taken it off. At most, I would have taken the ink and gone like that, indicating you can go ahead and put it over here. So you want to revise it for Friday? You want to hold on to it?
I'd like to look at it a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Just to kind of soak it in and enjoy it, you know.
Okay.
Love it.
I don't know if you can find a recording of this on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube, but it might not be the same arrangement. Right? This came from a book of barbershop.
Is it just called California Here I Come?
Yes, but it's been arranged hundreds of different ways. I don't know if you could find the same arrangement or not. In fact, that's when people arrange barbershop harmony, that's one of the things they want to do is arrange it the way nobody ever did before.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what you can do.
No, I can't remember. Everybody wants to sing it their own way.
I have a note.
Oh, there was something else.
Project.
Well, the project, I'd like you to just show me as you do something if you have any questions. So be working on it. We're going to need to
Pick up some?
That's what we're going to do. I'm trying to think if we record the last week of school, which is the second week of May, we would have to record either Monday or Wednesday. So that would be a week. Oh, that would make it a week from Friday for a final. So that's pretty soon. So I'd say get going on it. And then if you have questions you want to show it to me, don't wait for me to ask. Just
Okay.
But I would suggest occasionally showing me something just if you're worried about being on the right track. Because I hate for you to get all the way to the end and say, no, go all the way back to step one and change this.
That's how I do things.
All right, page 329. At the top, I had said, we'd started this and I said, take a look and see if you could come up with some good guitar chord type symbols. Just to say what the root is and what the quality of the chord is. Because it's very confusing trying to work within a key. We did say it was in C sharp minor.
Some of these off.
But we said the first chord was
C sharp.
C sharp minor. Oh, that's handy. Then it went to an A, major chord built on an A, then we took our line. Then we had a dominant seventh built on a B, and
E minor.
a minor chord built on an E. Okay, anybody get the next measure?
F sharp 7.
Now, it's a dominant seventh built on an F sharp. And then where did that go?
E minor.
Say it.
B minor.
B minor, it's a minor chord built on a B.
And then I didn't know this one.
And there are some non-chord tones and passing and whatnot. So this is the last measure of the first system. Anybody find what the first chord is?
I know the second.
D minor.
The first two beats there, there's C sharp in the soprano and E sharp in the alto. C sharp down in the middle there is a B going to an B going to an A going to a G sharp. It takes a while to figure out the A is a passing tone.
Could it be a, no, it couldn't be, never mind. To me, it looks like a C major seventh. C
Well, it's
sharp,
built on
E
C sharp,
C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, B.
right? But that's not a major seven. Major seven would be C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, B sharp. So this is a dominant seventh built on C sharp. And then the last two beats, a little bit easier to see. It does have passing tones in the tenor, but
F sharp minor.
yeah, it's a minor triad built on F sharp.
Yeah, first, second?
Yes, in the second beat.
First major, second beat?
No, the second beat of
Oh.
that second last system.
So that's the first half. That's the first system up on the board. Second system,
G sharp 7.
okay, it's a dominant seventh built on G sharp. It's just a plain old dominant seventh in the key that we're in. Fine. And where does that go?
C sharp minor.
Right where you'd expect it to go, down C sharp minor.
This is where I got a little off. B sharp diminished.
Um, B sharp, D sharp, F sharp.
And I use the C sharp as a pedal.
Oh, hold on.
Is it B passing tone?
Hold on. Let's look at what we got so far. Actually, let's look at this for a second before we go on, because the style of composition is changing after we go on.
Oh,
The point of this analysis, we can do up what we're supposed to be looking for here. Now, we're in the key of C sharp minor, but give me the roots. C sharp, A,
B, E, F sharp, B, C sharp, and F sharp.
keep going.
G sharp and C sharp.
What can you make of that?
Down a third, up, down a third, up a half step, or a whole step, up a perfect fifth, up a half step, down a fourth, up a whole step.
You don't have to say whole step, just step.
Okay.
Could be either one. Could be either
Perfect fourth, up a whole step, a step, and down a fifth.
Okay, now look at these.